Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoStorm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on September 29th of 2021, go over all of the events so that you don't miss any free crap, as well as major changes to the game, that way you can take advantage of them. A lot of changes with this one, as well as events, so let's get right into it and start off with the first event, which is this getting ready for season plus graduation here. So, as you probably have found out already since my videos come out the day after the patch notes go live, the early graduation did not release on the NA and EU servers yet, and it has been pushed back to October 13th. So you got 2 more weeks, you gotta wait for early graduation, the pen upgrade, all that stuff. You got 2 weeks to wait for it. In light of that, they're going to do GM-sponsored boss summons over on the season servers seasons 2 and 3. So if you hit the switch button here, season servers 2 and 3 right here. These are scheduled to take place at the structured times right here, so depending on your location, take a look at these time zones as well as these dates right here for the NA and EU regions. There are several different spawn locations, so you can see them all right here on the screen. And basically all you gotta do is go to that location at the given time and defeat the monsters that spawn from the GMs. The stuff you can get from them is pretty much the same as you can get from the usual Rift Echoes. In addition to this, we have a ton of season servered codes, so I will put these in the description below. And you can redeem these in-game by pressing the escape key on the keyboard, navigating to the Adventure Support tab, which is behind my webcam, and then click on the Use Coupon option. All you gotta do is copy-paste, they're in the description below, and as always, the patch notes are linked in the description below as well, so you can just highlight, copy-paste, and move on with your life. Tons of free stuff to pick up from here, so make sure to take advantage of these. Even if you're not on the season server anymore, you got things like Cron Stones, Enhancement Help Kits, and you can sell all of these upgrade stones anyway for bonus money. So really, take advantage of the free stuff. The next event we have is the New World Release Celebration event. So with the release of Amazon's New World, they know that you're not going to be playing Black Desert as much for the next couple of days, which is why they added in an AFK Fishing Event for the next 2 weeks until the Season Plus version server comes out with all the graduation and all that important stuff. We've had this type of event before, so at the 4 fishing spots in Velia, Heidel, Portaferia, and Altanova, that you see called out right here on your screen, and just to show you where they are physically on the map. Spot number 1, we have the main Velia dock, so right here, the main Velia dock. This is the city of Velia right here, the main dock location. Heidel's is located on the main southern dock, so right here near the storage keeper, you have your main southern dock, so this fishing spot right here. Portaferia's is located between the 2 sets of docks, so in this location right here. So this is Portaferia. And the final location in the city of Altanova is honestly probably the hardest one to figure out. And that one is to the north of the stable keeper, Misha. You know, the guy that says he loves horses and it brings him a sense of peace and all that? That guy, right up there. So AFK fish at these locations for the opportunity to receive some fish. Early reports out from this event are saying that it's similar to the drop rate of the koi fishing event. So basically free money if you AFK fish in these locations. The next event that we have is a gathering-related event, and this one is basically if you go out and do any gathering while playing Black Desert, you have a chance to drop a golden insect amber worth 10 million silver. Early results from this one are showing that it is a pretty low drop rate, so don't expect to get rich off of this one, but nice little bonus when you're already doing something for bonus money anyway. So golden insect amber, don't throw it away, it's worth 10 million silver if you get it while you're out. Next up, we have the Mysterious Night event, and we've seen this one plenty of times before. Basically, while you are out and about leveling in Black Desert, you have a chance to spawn the Mysterious Night. Don't worry, it's not something going to kill you. I know the first time I was playing, I thought it was. All you gotta do is walk up to this dude, talk to him, and he's gonna give you a skill EXP of 300% bonus. So just talk to him, lasts for 3 hours, carries over even. And yeah, it's bonus EXP, so don't pass it up. If you're out grinding, make sure to pick it up. The next event that we have coming is in preparation of the second stage of the Black Desert Dungeon Anorexia being released here pretty soon. For the second stage event, if you clear the first stage of it between this week, basically from September 29th through October 6th, completing the final quest down here, this co-op quest on a regular server, can't be done on the LVO server, you'll be rewarded with a couple of Rift boxes here. So yeah, that's kind of it. Basically little bonus rewards for completing the current wannabe dungeon in Black Desert, and yeah. So that's going to bring us on into the patch notes themselves, and the patch notes themselves bring quite a few different changes to characters. Nothing too crazy, but if you see your characters' icons pop up there, then feel free to give them a look. Once again, big question that comes up during all my live streams, the big character rework that you're hearing about in chats and all over the place doesn't go live until the end of October, so there's still a lot of time before that goes live. So you won't see a lot of major changes to these classes until then. Moving into the notes themselves now, the exchange NPC for your Sunset Maple Leaves on your season character has been changed to the NPC next to Zyra in Velia. So if we head on over to Velia City, you will see the NPC Zyra located here. She is the little sickle worker, and next to her you have the NPC Pulvio. So right over here is your new exchange NPC. Next up, we have some stat changes, some recommended stat changes, as well as the overall stats of the mobs in the Elvia realm zones of Baragiden, Alterum Habitat, Castle Ruins, Swamp Naga Habitat, Swamp Fogan Habitat, Bloody Monastery, and the Orc Camp. So as you can see, a lot of these locations got nerfed down to be a bit easier to complete. Or in the case of the Bloody Monastery and Orc Camp, the number of monsters that appear in the locations were increased. Another change with this patch, and a question that came up recently in one of my live streams, was the exchange for the pen accessory quest line. So if you picked the wrong quest at the start and chose the wrong accessory, you can accept a quest to change that accessory from the NPC Jatina. So yeah, right here is the information on it. You need to have the TED accessory in your inventory. Next up, we have a quality of life improvement for when you are dealing with your NPC storage in the game. So if you're at a storage keeper, so like over here in Anorexia, if I call my horse on over, and I were to interact with the storage keeper, and hit the storage option, you will see a mount inventory option. So if I right click this Tef Flower Dough, you can see that I have the inventory thick boy, inventory. If I uncheck mount inventory and I click on this, it goes directly into my main inventory. So you don't have to deal with the horse if it is near the stable keeper now with this checkbox. So huge quality of life improvement right there. Doesn't seem like it, but it really is. Another UI type improvement is in the central market. If you go to the central market and click on the sell tab, you can now search through your sale items for specific items to see if they sold, if you have lots of stuff up for sale or something like that. And as far as like important stuff that's going to apply to a lot of different players, that is pretty much it for the patch notes. Once again, the full notes are linked in the description. There's a lot of different changes to like Conquest War type stuff. You got this new key system to open up boxes while you're grinding the Baragi Den. Some other little convenience changes like being able to disassemble the mini potions that you get, the mini infinite pots, back into their starting pieces to make one big upgrade instead of having to do 3 small ones. Stuff like that. Nothing too crazy though, nothing like game breaking like the other ones that I just showed you. So this is normally where I would end the video, but I know a ton of people have been slamming me in the comment sections to cover these notes here on the Korean server about the boss gear exchange to pen. So once again, as I said at the start of the video, this is not coming to the NA server until the 13th. NA EU servers until the 13th of October. We were pushed back 2 weeks for the release of this. If you would like to read these notes, I have the link to them in the description below. They are the Korean patch notes covering all of the different changes, all the different stuff you need to do, how to get all the different pieces, all translated by right-clicking the page and clicking Translate to English, or translate to whatever your language is that you understand. So this is linked in the description below. I do not like to cover information before it's official on the server that we're playing on. I learned my lesson in the Blade and Soul days that never works out. But I know a ton of people want to see this, so here it is. Also over on Reddit, user PrimDarklin posted a little chart that shows you the different resources that you're going to need. They've since updated the chart with new learnings, so this over here on Imgur is the original, or I guess the most up-to-date version of this chart, and you can see all the different items you're going to need for each of these different upgrades. And if you want more information about any of these different items themselves, you have to go through and look through these actual notes themselves and read what they do and where they are and all that information. And when the system does release in the NA and EU servers, I will be sure to cover it and put out my own guide on it. But once again, I don't like covering stuff before it's actually officially released. And that is going to do it for the video, guys. So make sure you're taking advantage of all the different events that are going on right now. There's quite a few of them, several catered towards the life skiller and AFK playstyle, which is pretty cool. And also some nice quality of life improvements in the patch itself, although the delay of the season graduation and the upgrading system being added into the game definitely is going to make a couple people sad. But anyway, if this video is going to help you here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you are new to the channel, still haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. I got all sorts of guide and content on Black Desert throughout the channel. You can just search it. Pretty much all your questions will be answered. And if it's not, tell me and I'll make a guide for it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.